You and I met. I was in your movie Paradise.
Yes, you were, and you kind of stole the show.
I stole the show. I had a red wig, and I didn't eat for like 3 days, and I worked out in my hotel room for I was like, I'm going to be jacked.
Unbelievably jacked, sick abs on this woman.
Thank you. I was like, this is how I leave my mark. But I was in your movie. Everybody knows Diablo Cody, critically acclaimed director, writer, and you are about to wrap tomorrow. This will air weeks from now.
Yeah, I wrote a movie that somebody far more talented than me is directing, and we wrap in a couple days, so I'm excited. Another one in the can.
And you're sick now.
I am a little bit sick.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I will tell you and the worst when you're sick, a pet peeve of mine, just getting right into it, is when people are like, oh my God, you know what you should do? As if you don't know, as if you haven't been on this planet and like dealt with it.
Well, also like I was raised Catholic, and so I like to really just like suffer through an illness like without medication. I just like wallow in it.
Sure, I'm Jewish, I get it.
Right, so like I'm not really open to advice because what I really want to do is like live the pain.
I actually don't mind being sick because it gives you an excuse to slow down. Like I have versus like, oh, I feel bad for myself. I'm like, I physically can't. I must sit quietly.
Exactly. No, it's kind of nice. It's, I mean, I guess that's a really deranged thing to say.
No,
I apologize to anyone with like a terminal illness who's listening to this to like get through their day.
I just got back from Las Vegas yesterday.
Yes.
A pet peeve of mine is how much I'm supposed to love Las Vegas. And people, it's a city of sin. I'm like, if you want to pay triple markup for everything and just be breathing like smoke from people from Omaha like all weekend.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm one of those obsessed Las Vegas people.
Okay.
No, just wait.
Okay.
I love it. Mm-hmm. I completely understand how if you don't like Las Vegas, the culture of you have to love Las Vegas, it's America's adult playground would be very annoying.
Sure.
If you don't like cigarette smoke, you're screwed.
I hate it. Yeah.
If you don't like artifice, it's disgusting. Like it's a gross place. I totally get that. I just, like relate to it because I'm like a artificial person.
Oh.
But I just feel like for instance, I've never been particularly at home in like an old growth forest, but I love being at like the Luxor. So I feel very comfortable there. Whereas like you're probably just like a very authentic, grounded person, and you think Vegas is gross, and I get it.
Okay, that's fair. Thank you. I'll take that compliment. I also, as I'm saying this, I was there to perform for this all-female comedy series called Lipstick. I like doing the show. That being said, notwithstanding the actual, I mean, you're saying you're not like a nature girl, which I could tell by pretty much everything about your facade. Okay, I am not a nature person either. I'm wearing army pants that are digitized. But the idea of just walking around, I walked down that main drag in front of like the Venetian that like gets kind of into that like fake boardwalky looking thing.
Yeah.
And not anxiety, like, oh, I'm Jewish, I have anxiety. Oh my God, I'm from LA. But in a way that I was like, I actually, with the person I was with, I was like, you need to take me back inside. I can't tell if I'm going to throw up or hyperventilate. Just being around that much gluttony and decadence, but it's not actually luxury.
First of all, it is not actually luxury. It's actually, Vegas is actually a very accessible playland.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm there, I'm always struck by how the clientele just is sort of across all walks of life.
Yes.
Especially if you go down, whatever. I'll go on and on because I'm like a Vegas person.
Go on and
on. But, it's a really gross thing to think about when you go to Vegas, and it occasionally even invades like my bubble of pleasure, is that I'll just stand on the strip and think about the sheer amount of electricity and water that's being used at that moment.
Sure.
And I'm talking, like, think about all the showers running in the hotels, think about everything.
Every hotel.
And it's so depressing.
That's where there's, especially if you're tuned into the environment at all, and it's like, there's a drought, we're wasting electricity in Las Vegas alone. And it's taking it even farther outside of that in terms of, like, you're disgusted by it, and then being impressed by the fact that this exists in the desert. Like somebody was just like, you know what we could do? We could grow this here. Where do they get the water from? Hoover Dam? Is that how that works?
Wait, but do you know what they have in Vegas that I've always wanted to try?
I know what you're going to say.
The freaking truck that comes to you and gives you an IV.
It's a hangover nurse.
You apparently they can rid you of a hangover in like 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. And like every time I go to Vegas, we talk about all chipping in and getting the truck.
My friend Jamie
but we've never
it.
Actually done it.
It's like hangover busters.
Does it work?
He says it works like a charm.
Oh my God.
I mean, because you're just replenishing all your fluids, which are depleted.
Yeah.
And that's what that is. There's really aside from that, you can't drink enough water to cure your hangover instantly. And this does it intravenously, which is also how you get high, which is why heroin works so well. Anybody? Okay.
The truth.